welcome. This is the energy for today, January 18th. I hope you're doing well. Spirit, what is the energy for today? What is the energy for today? What does the viewer need to see and hear? January 18th. Okay, so fulfillment, conclusion, and let's see here. Meditation and the High Priestess of Water. And the High Priestess of Water is the first one that came out. So it's dealing about emotions. Perhaps getting fulfillment in emotions, concluding something in your life, which I feel brings you into some sort of peace with meditation. So let's see what these mean for you. The High Priestess of Water, it's pretty much having some sort of clarity, perhaps dealing with emotions. So it could be something that you've been emotional about, having some kind of clarity, having your intuition open up for you, and definitely giving you some sort of fulfillment, which is beautiful. And meditation, so let's see what, maybe you're healing from something with the meditation card, and perhaps maybe you're manifesting a new future for yourself. Okay, so welcome guys, I hope you're doing well. Spirit, what is card number 4? Card number 4, what does this mean for the viewer? Card number 4, High Priestess of Water. I definitely feel maybe there's a sense of maybe emotional stability, guys. High Priestess of Water. So you got the Page of Wands, and maybe this is a message coming in for you. With the Page of Wands, it could definitely be a message of some kind of passion, maybe driving you to a new passion. And then the Four of Cups, maybe you've been waiting for this opportunity, waiting for something to change for you, or perhaps something to happen. I get a sense of that feeling where maybe you haven't been interested in stuff for a while, okay? It's almost as if you're not interested in something, and then something just sort of comes and you might have some kind of interest again, some kind of spark. And then you have the Empress. So this is about having some sort of abundance for you. And the Two of Wands, maybe you're planning. So you got the King of Coins, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. I feel as if maybe this King of Coins is making some sort of plans, perhaps to come towards an Empress. I do feel like these are two people here. So definitely, I do feel like there's something here in the form of waiting, planning, maybe traveling, coming together. And I do feel like there's some sort of almost like a spiritual awakening, I feel, with this card right here. And you got the Knight of Wands. So this is great passion. You started off with the Page of Wands, which is talking about having that kind of passion for someone, and perhaps maybe being able to give a message. And maybe this is why your emotions are opening up. I definitely do feel with the emotion, with the High Priestess of Water, it's dealing with emotion, maybe having some kind of clarity about who you want to go forward with. You know, Two of Wands is about a commitment. So I definitely do feel there's a sense of commitment here for somebody. And I do feel it could be either this Empress that is going towards a King of Pentacle, or the King of Pentacle that is going towards an Empress. But I want to see what is the Page of Wands? What is this message? Because pages are messengers. So there's almost like a message that needs to be conveyed. And it could definitely be about maybe coming together and building something together. So you got the Three of Coins and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is about a new beginning. This is a message of working well together, coming together, building a strong foundation, perhaps becoming spiritual together, starting a new metaphysical kind of business or something like this. And the Ace of Pentacles, it's a new beginning all in general. Maybe with finances, maybe you're doing better with finances. But I definitely do feel there's two people here. So I definitely do feel that someone wants to convey a new beginning with you, which is beautiful. What is the Four of Cups? What's the Four of Cups, please? Because sometimes the Four of Cups could be where you isolate yourself and you might miss opportunities and you might not see something that's in front of you if you're not quite paying attention. So you got, what's clarifying it is the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Justice card, and the Knight of Swords with the Chariot. So I definitely do feel like there's someone here that is moving forward to maybe a new commitment. Maybe this is you that has been somehow isolated from the person that you love. If this isn't you, this is your love interest. But I feel as if someone's been isolated from an empress, from someone that you truly love, due to perhaps being in another commitment. But the Four of Wands it's about partnerships. And sometimes, Spirit will ask you, are you in the right partnership? Are you with the person that is supposed to be for you? But I feel that because it came out with the Justice card, this is telling me some sort of either relationship, commitment, marriage, something you were devoted to. I feel that it's come to an end, which would definitely free up this person, whoever was isolated from their empress, I feel, which allows them to charge in, because you got two cards of charging in and just wanting to come in. Okay, you got the Knight of Swords and the Chariot, which speak about rushing in, just coming in quickly. Okay, and then you have these two cards here with the Four of Wands and the Justice card, where something's being balanced. Now the Four of Wands could mean that something's come to an end, but it also denotes having a sense of a new partnership or marriage or commitment. So perhaps this is something balancing out for you. And for some time, whoever this is with the Four of Cups, whether this is you or your love interest, it's almost like you had to somehow step back, and maybe you were pushed away from somebody that you love. And now I feel like it's coming back together for you, giving you a new opportunity with the Ace of Cups. So definitely, whoever this is, maybe they've been somehow distraught without you, some kind of sadness, maybe longing, and some kind of like waiting. I feel like waiting, maybe apologetic as well. And then you have the Judgment. So, and the Judgment is in reverse. So maybe this is something that you couldn't do for a while. As far as like what I mean by that, it's like if you were in a different relationship, maybe the person that you were either married to or living with or whatever the case, of course you had to somehow push yourself back from being able to come to the person that you love, if that makes sense. So I do feel like there's some kind of motion that's going to come in quickly, that's going to give you some kind of fulfillment. And the Knight of Swords, I feel like this King of Coins is just wanting to rush in. And I feel it's because they have some sort of balance in their life. They maybe figured something out. Maybe during this time of isolation and this place where they weren't maybe taking your offer or taking anybody's offer, it was a much needed time to perhaps balance something out within themselves, to learn something. The very first, the page is definitely about learning, early stages of learning and having some kind of passion, something new come in. And then the Knight of Wands is definitely wanting to come in and offer you some sort of, I feel it's a commitment, because Knight of Wands is definitely a masculine energy that is talking about, the male kind of flirtiness, kind of action, passion kind of stuff. So what is fulfillment? And I do feel this is a choice that brings some sort of balance for you. Fulfillment, please. So you got the Hermit, and then what is it? The Judgment in reverse, okay, and then the Devil in reverse, and the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So whoever this is, it's like they're releasing. I feel like they're releasing a Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is definitely where whoever this is I feel that they are leaving someone that has kept them very toxic. With the devil in reverse, I feel it's someone who has kept this person in isolation, if that makes sense. But I feel that they've released them. They've done something in their life where they've taken this person and perhaps maybe walked away from them. You see, the Seven of Cups is in reverse as well. So it's almost like whoever this Queen of Cups is, I definitely feel it's a person who might have blocked your lover from perhaps having any kind of faith or any kind of allowing them not to change. They kept them in this Four of Cups energy, if that makes sense. Okay, that's definitely what I'm feeling here. So I do feel with the Justice card, it's a release of a partner that held them back, if that makes sense. There was no growth there. Is the Queen of Cups the person they walked away from or getting away from? The Queen of Cups in reverse, is this the person that they're walking away from, please? The Queen of Cups. And that's what was stopping them from fulfillment, if that makes sense, okay? Because I definitely got this sense where, with the Four of Cups, they weren't really allowed to make that change. Maybe they weren't able to go to this Empress. And you can see the way the cards came out. It's like the Empress and this person, which I believe is the King of Coins, they're looking at each other. I feel that you could see each other from afar. They sort of very well going together. It's almost like their Empress was at a arm's length, like a reach, and they couldn't really reach them. And it was because I definitely feel it's because of this Queen of Cups. So the High Priestess, I definitely feel that this is saying that this person might have manipulated them in their way of thinking, or maybe attached to them in a negative way with the devil. And really, I feel like they don't, whoever this Queen of Cups is, I feel that they're not really spiritual. They're not, in a sense, they blocked some kind of intuition or some kind of knowledge to come into this King of Coins. Definitely, that's what I definitely feel. What is the conclusion? What's the conclusion, please? What is the conclusion here? Card 12. What is the conclusion? I feel that they blocked them from any kind of knowledge as far as spirituality. They could have kept them in a kind of codependent energy with the devil. But it is in reverse, so they're kicking it out, guys. They're kicking it out. And with the faith, it's definitely, the Hierophant. It's the Hierophant. I might have said Judgment, but it's the Hierophant. And it's about changing stuff. So maybe they're changing something in a marriage, or they're leaving a marriage. They're concluded something. What is the conclusion? Card 12. What does this mean? What has ended is what I'm asking, please. What has ended? What has ended? What has ended with the conclusion? So let's see here. You have the World. So this is something that's come to an end. It's time. It's done a full circle. So it's no longer serving you or your lover. It's very much something where they need to get off of it. At whatever cycle they've been in due to some kind of conflict. Okay. And then you got the Three of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Magician. So this is definitely where they're having success within their own magic, their own power. I feel like their power was taken, especially with the Devil card and the Hierophant in reverse. I feel like this King of Coins, their power was taken from them. And so now, in a sense, because there's a end to a conflict, a cycle where there was just nothing but turmoil and conflict, they now have their power back with the Magician. And so they're definitely manifesting a return. They could be returning to this Empress. I feel that this is something that you've been waiting for. I feel that they've been waiting for it as well. I do feel like with the Magician, this is a new beginning, and you're going to have some sort of victory and success, perhaps getting that recognition in this love affair. I definitely do feel like this definitely could be your twin, because of the healing. I feel like there's a sense of healing and clarity associated with this. I definitely do feel, who's the Empress? Who is this Empress? And right away, the Nine of Cups, it's the wish fulfillment. It's the person that they want. So definitely, I feel like whoever this is, wow, guys, I mean, they're fighting. I definitely feel like this person is fighting for you and they're manifesting a return. So if you're the one waiting with the Three of Wands, that ship is almost here. That ship is just about there. It's almost like you can just taste it. You can feel it. It's almost like, definitely they're just waiting for it to perhaps land or dock, you know. With the Four of Cups, I get a strong pull today that this person hasn't been interested in anything, because I feel like maybe they still had this vision of being together with you or you with them. Definitely. So because they've ended a cycle, this means this gives them a new opportunity. And see, the Seven of Cups is in reverse with this Queen of Cups, because they didn't allow for this to happen. Of course, you know, especially if they were with someone else. But I feel like they were trying to get away from this person for a long time, and perhaps now it's ended. Okay. So what is meditation? What is meditation? Maybe they're healing right now. I got a sense that maybe this person is healing in order to plan something. Maybe plan the reunion. This is two hands. Okay, this is, I feel like it's a man and a female hand. I definitely feel like this is you and your counterpart coming together. And perhaps maybe they're making, see, exactly, they're making plans on how they can come back and get together with you. With the Ace of Cups, this is definitely a new beginning at love. It's your opportunity to be with this person. And they could be resty. Oh my God. And then the Two of Cups, you guys, like, oh my gosh. I love it. Two of Cups is definitely, see, I definitely feel like this is your twin. I feel like this person has definitely evolved as far as with knowledge. They're not holding back anymore. And it's because they've got rid of someone who was toxic for them, that wasn't allowing them to grow. Okay. I mean, you have the Two of Wands here, the Two of Cups here, the Ace of Cups. I definitely feel that there's a sense of just even desiring and wanting to be with each other. But this is denoting this new partnership coming in for you. And this is a love like no other. This is like not an ordinary love. So what is it that they're planning? Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's see. It sort of fell off. Oh, okay. The one that fell down is the Ten of Wands. So they're ending some kind of burdensome, something with a lot of burden. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, so it's the Ten of Wands, and it's like ending something, which will allow for a new beginning. What is the Ten of Wands that they're healing from? Okay, so they're healing from something. From the Fool. Okay, the Fool is really whatever lessons that this person has gone through. I think that at this time, because they've taken a lot to move away from this karmic partner, I feel that at this time they're thinking about all the lessons that they've learned, and I feel they're getting stronger. At some point, this person, your love interest, I feel that they were very weak and very unsure of themselves, and I hear them just like they're saying they weren't themselves. They weren't themselves. They were very different. They were a very different person than they ever were before during this cycle of being with somebody who was very like codependent on them. Trickery. There's a lot of trickery. A lot of whether it was mental trickery or just things that they played their family against them. It's almost like a person who would be so negative and in front okay, they would be so negative in front of your lover, but yet they would be very positive and happy in front of other people on the outside, if that makes sense. So they're two-faced, I feel. But this person is going through all the stages of recognizing all the burdens and everything that they have gone through in order to give them a new beginning. It's almost like they're refining themselves, okay? With the King of Wands, it's definitely but I feel they're coming back to life, okay? And definitely with the Emperor regaining some kind of strength, okay, before they can come back and perhaps give you this message. So in other words, it's almost like they're going to give you a message, because the very first card that came out is the Page of Wands, because they're so full of emotion, and it's a very structured kind of emotion here, because both of you are on the same page. I feel that they're going to give you a message, but at this time what they're telling you right now is they're still healing, and they're trying to perhaps like let go of all this stuff that has happened, in a sense, to regain some kind of strength, okay, to be able to come back. I feel with the Seven of Pentacles, they're planning. I definitely do get a sense of planning with this meditation card, where they're definitely taking this time to see how they're going to do it, perhaps, okay, and then they're going to take that action, and and stand up. You got two sevens here that came out, so it's about planning. It's about being more spiritual. It's definitely that reaping what you sow. So I feel that they've gone through a really rocky divorce, a really rocky marriage, and at this time they're healing. But you see, they're planning, and they know that you are their wish fulfillment. They have that Ace of Cups that they want to give you, because you are their twin. I definitely feel like that's what they're telling you today. And then here, I definitely do feel, let's see, they're coming in for some sort of commitment for you. I definitely do feel like that is what they're doing. You got the Page of Swords at the top and the Four of Wands at the bottom. So they're really coming in to tell you, I want a commitment. I definitely do feel that's what they're doing here. And they hold the key. They hold the key as far as when they're going to make this communication happen for you. I feel like they're still somewhat maybe trying to figure out how to do it, guys. You got Knights. You got two Knights. You got two Pages. So something is coming in for you, okay? How can I conclude the story for today? How can I conclude the story for you today? For the viewer, please. What can you show them as a conclusion to this story? How can you conclude this story, please? Yeah. Victory and success. Okay, they're going to come back and pluck from that tree. You got the Seven of Pentacles here, the Seven of Pentacles here. This is definitely where here's another seven. So sevens are your number. These, you got like four or five sevens up on the board. It's like walking away from some kind of trickery. They finally, maybe they've learned not to be tricky and dark themselves with the Devil in reverse. Maybe this is something that they had to outgrow as well. Yeah, definitely. Queen of Swords, some kind of clarity, because you bring them truth. I feel like you are this Empress that brought them the truth and the new beginning. With the King of Wands, you have it twice. So this person is taking charge, okay? Maybe they were stuck in materialistic values with the King of Coins that came out earlier, and they've done some kind of transformation where now they're more about love versus money and materialism. And this could be why the Ten of Wands is here. Because I definitely feel, because the two Kings of Wands are up here, this is your person. I definitely do feel, and this is some kind of balance. And they've been able to battle any kind of darkness that either other persons were placing in front of them or themselves that they were holding back, okay? They're fighting back, in other words. With this Nine of Swords, they're using their swords for their advantage, in other words. And there it is. That's your twin flame, I'm telling you. So definitely, they're coming back. Oh, sorry about that, guys. So they're coming back for you, definitely. So let's see here. Let's use this one right here. I want to know, what are these karmic lessons that they've learned? What can they see in here to end this, please? What is their karmic lessons? What is this King of Wands coming back for this Empress? Okay. Oh, I didn't see it. Do it again. Okay. So let's see here. You got a mask, not showing true feelings, hide. So it's almost like they're taking that mask off. I feel that they're taking that mask off, okay? The girl with the snake, I feel like that's why they're able to take the mask off now, because they were dealing with a narcissistic person. And that's what I meant about this person was very sweet when they were around other people, But on the inside in the home, oh, terror, total terror, I'm telling you. And this person, your love interest, was so damn confused because of it, okay? They couldn't understand how this sweet little girl could be such a devil. Definitely. Okay, so then you got an engagement ring. So this means they're gonna come in for an eternal union, partnership, marriage. This is definitely what they wanna offer you. Okay, and then wedding rings. Oh my God, they're ready. So wedding rings. This is definitely telling me this. Abundance with love, positive mindset. Wow, gratitude, bliss. Okay. And so it is over. I definitely do feel it's over with this Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, it's over, and there's no second chances. It's like they definitely are rid of that. And then the dragonfly, which is beautiful because they somehow, it's almost like a butterfly, the same kind of meaning where they metamorphose. They've changed. They're totally different, and things have come to light for them that allow them to change. Okay, and so they're no longer running. They're no longer running from your love. Okay, because your love was very intense for them. And then the very bottom says a love call, which is, I'm going to end up with that because that was the very first thing that came out, was with the Page of Wands. You're going to get that love call. Okay, so keep manifesting. Don't give up. That's all I can tell you, because this person is coming in hot and heavy. You got the Knight of Swords and the Chariot together. They're going to come in quickly. All right, guys. So there you go. I hope you like this reading. Have a great day.